Welcome to Agardio Manager. This is the home page. Firstly, enter the login and password. By default, it is admin for both. These can be updated later. Click on Login. The language can be changed. Then, read the software licensing agreement and tick the checkbox to agree. The three main menus of Agardio Manager are the following: Preferences, Configuration and Exploitation. If you click on Admin, Configuration Wizard, you will land on a page that will help you to make the configuration easier. First step: the building or the site should be defined. In this example, it is a restaurant. Then, you can add the installation date, the address, country, city, and save this information. The GPS coordinates can also be completed. Next step is the date and time settings. You should define which method will be used to make sure that the server time is the right one. The default method is NTP server configuration. It enables to synchronize Agardio time via the computer network. You can modify it if you click on it. Then, click on Next to adjust the communication settings. The baud rate, the parity and the number of stops should be the same on the whole installation. This will enable a correct communication between Agardio and the products. The default Modbus settings are visible in Agardio Manager, like for all Hager products, baud rate 19,200, even parity and one stop. We will keep these settings. They should be adapted to the installation from the Modbus addressing table of the project, that is done by the integrator for instance. Next step, the network settings. Agardio Manager has two Ethernet cables. The first one is usually used by the integrator. When setup mode is switched to on, this Ethernet cable is converted into a DHCP router. This enables to have a directly connected laptop with an Ethernet cable for the setup. The second Ethernet cable is used by the building owner. Its main function is to integrate Agardio Manager to the local IP network. It is the building owner who provides this data. In this example, we will keep the default addressing. Next step is to set up the mail server, in order to receive the notifications by email. You can decide if you wish to receive a daily notification, or not. This notification provides some information about the status of the whole system, warnings, incidents. You can change the time of the daily notification. Save your settings and go to the next step, the creation of the zones. The building can be divided into different zones. In this example, we will add a ground floor and a first floor to the main building. Click on plus and enter the information, name, surface area, area type, picture. You can save your settings. The floors are added to the building. Repeat the same in order to add another floor. Next step is the definition of usages. Agardio Manager provides a defined list. If you need some specific usages, a charging station for example, you can use the custom usages. Just rename it, and click on Next. Now we will define the hierarchy of the switchboards. In this example, we already have a main cabinet. Click on plus to create a secondary cabinet, and rename it. Select its location, and save your settings. Last step is to set up the products. To make this task easier, a product catalog is available. In addition, it is possible to add until 10 non-Hager products in a manual way. Select the product, for example SM103E. Agardio Manager will only check and save the lines which are ticked. That is the default setting. In this example, we are speaking about the consumption and production of active and reactive energy. If you wish to save more elements, select them, and click on Next. Enter the product general information, name, zone, usage, location and source type. In this example, There is no usage in the sources or main grid. Other source types are available in the drop-down list. Enter the Modbus address, for instance 1. Save your settings. The communication field is ticked in green, which means that the communication between Agardio Manager and the product is activated. Click on plus to add a product and enter the general information. The already used addresses are hidden. Repeat the same for the other products. One advantage of Agardio Manager is the possibility to set up the channels without entering the Modbus programming. Click on Commands. From this tab, the partial energies for meters can be reset for each channel. To do this, click on Run. Now the setup process is finished. As soon as all the products have been added to the installation, click on Next to see the configuration report that includes all the settings. You can sign up, add some comments and download the report. Agardio Manager is now able to display some values that will be visible in 24 hours.